how is it going, YouTube? Malagant here. We're going to be talking about Forgotten Guns because we have some big news from the latest developer stream. It is the fact that we will be able to start from Ultimate difficulty as a level 1 character. Um, so how it is going to be working out is that, just to go into like brief detail, you will be able to, like, after completing the game in the regular fashion, you'll be able to purchase these tokens with that character that you can trade to your alt characters, or the new character that you create, and those tokens will be consumable. Once you have consumed an ultimate token, let's say with a new character, that character unlocks the ultimate difficulty on top of every single like skill point, attribute point, or the extra bag space that you would have gotten if you have played the normal and the elite difficulty. And to compensate the devotions, they're actually adding new devotion shrines to the ultimate difficulty. So at the very least, in total, there will be 55 devotion shrines in ultimate difficulty alone, and that is insane. Now, one thing is not changing, however, it's the resistances. If you think about it, we're getting a resistance penalty, obviously, when we switch from normal difficulty to elite difficulty. That is the top row being hit by 25 minus percent, well, minus 25% I should say. Only the top row, the bottom row doesn't change into the elite, and from elite to ultimate, it is minus 25 to everything. So in total, we have minus 50 on the top, and we have minus 25, obviously, except this one, the stun duration one. So we have minus 50 on the top, we have minus 25 in the bottom. That is going to be how your resistances are going to be looking when you start a level 1 character in ultimate difficulty. And I really have mixed feelings about this. I'm not necessarily sure if I like this or if I don't like it so much. The reason behind this is not like, I like it because it's going to be a new challenge for me, but at the same time it is sort of like a really imbalanced issue right here. Like, maybe it is not going to be so great and it's not going to be something that I can actually survive. I really hate dying in game. One thing that I really like about Grim Dawn is the fact that this game is really good balance when it comes to like hardcore difficulty. So the itemizing, if you know what you're doing, you can definitely survive in this game. Whether it be, surviving as in like you're tanky enough and you're dishing out enough damage to kill your foe, or just target picking. You're not fighting Ravager with a character because you know that you won't be able to kill that Ravager with that character that you're playing, and that is fine for you. So that balance is really good in this game. However, if you start with minus 50% elemental resistances, I'm guessing one of the zombies, like a cold one, is capable of one-shotting you, around like Burrowitch Village or something. I'm really not looking forward to that. I'm really curious what you think about this also. So one feedback that's from people that are jumping from, whether it be other ARPGs or from their main games, or just discovering Grim Dawn on Steam or something, when they jump into this game, they obviously love it for good reason too. Like at the very least 90%, I'm pretty sure, as the Steam reviews are suggesting, is really positive. But one thing that I heard as feedback, and like on Reddit as well, on the forums too, like playing the same difficulty back to back might actually become a chore for people. They don't necessarily want to create new characters anymore, even though Grim Dawn is really shining when it comes to new characters. This has never been an issue for me, honestly, because if I look at the time that I've spent playing Grim Dawn, and I've spent a bunch, about like 80% of it, in my opinion, I would say maybe even higher than 80% of it is just from leveling. I really enjoy leveling in this game. It has never been about the campaign either for me. When I'm going through the levels, I don't necessarily think what I'm doing anymore. It's not necessarily, okay, let's do this quest, focus on this quest. No, not really. Just focusing on the progression of the character. It's always the feeling of the progression. Just running through the world, and I feel that my character is stronger, and I'm always thinking about what is coming next. What is coming next isn't like what sort of power that my character is going to be achieving. So it has never been a chore for me. In fact, if I would be honest, if it was just one difficulty, I was like, would I be playing less? Would it be like a lot faster to level 100? Am I going to be playing less then, That was kind of like the concern that I would have. But in this case, I really like it, because this has been some sort of like a feedback that has been, given to the Create Entertainment for some time actually. And it's kind of like good news for me that they are taking it this way, that are actually going out of their way to like scale, excuse me, the monsters in ultimate difficulty to all the way to level 1, and you know, putting new devotion shrines into the ultimate difficulty. So if you want to, you will be able to go through this. So as I said, once again to repeat it, I'm not necessarily sure if I like the fact that like I start from you know, minus resistances or not, because it will definitely be really hard. I'm really concerned, like my biggest concern is that is it going to be breaking the hardcore balance of the game or not. So it might not be something that is doable at all. But at the same time, I'm kind of hyped about it because it will be definitely some sort of like a new challenge for me too. Now, on top of everything, I would like to add something. How I play right now is that like most of my characters, when I'm creating a character and leveling up, I do almost everything in normal difficulty, and then I skip as much as I can in elite. And then in ultimate again, obviously I do everything too because it's really rewarding, especially you can get legendaries and stuff from this and that. So this being said, if you think about it, you don't necessarily need to start from level 1 in ultimate. So even if I was like, even if, as I say, that the ultimate difficulty is sort of going to be unbalanced for level 1, it doesn't necessarily need to be balanced either if you think. So what I'm trying to say is that you will be able to play the normal difficulty, just like I would, up to like level 70 or something. I think I'm getting up to all the way to level 70 in normal difficulty with the help of the experience potion or the lock I said. I'm getting really good reputation with almost every single faction as well. And if you think about it, we're getting an extra content called Forgotten Gods as well. So I'll be going even further than level 70 if I'm, you know, if I have to guess. From there, instead of, you know, just killing Logarian and Elites, I'll be able to consume a token, you know, get my extra stuff from Elites, and I'll be instantly able to jump into, you know, Ultimate. So even if it wasn't going to be balanced, now it is. So I'll be able to just never mind the Elite. So it's, in my opinion, it's just win-win scenario, no matter like how you look at it. But I'm really curious what you think about it too. Do you like these news? Do you like the fact that like we will be able to, you know, create a character if you have completed the game once? We'll be able to start from the ultimate difficulty. Do you like the fact that they're adding new things but then not touching the resistance penalty? Really curious what you think. Thank you very much for watching me. I'll see you next time.